Hey Jesse, I'm going to watch your video and give you some feedback in real time, so here we go.
All right, class, everybody, if you'll stand up for me, we're going to practice our roll call song. I want you to listen to me do it once. You've done Hickety Pickety Bumblebee a few times, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Listen to me do it once. Hickety Pickety. Hold on, let me give you a better pitch. Hickety Pickety Bumblebee, can you sing your name for me? My name is Jessie. Y'all want to practice that with me one time?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to sing my name. Ready, go. Hickety Pickety Bumblebee, can you sing your name for me? My name is Jessie. Okay, so listen to this line with me real quick. My name is Jessie. And tell me, does the word is sound higher or lower than the word name? My name is Jessie. Anybody know? James?
I think it sounds higher.
Yes. Okay.
Really good. I really like the way that you framed this question. So you asked them what to focus their listening on. So it was like, tell me something about the pitch, about the word is. So you were like, all right, great. This is what you should be listening for, and this is what I'm expecting you to tell me. That's really great. That's some place that not everybody latches on to. They don't always frame their questions well, and you've shown that you're really good at doing that, and this is a great example of it right here.
Okay, let me try that on sol pitch for you, and I'm just going to hum one of the pitches. Sol, mi, sol, mi. Do we know a pitch that's higher than sol and mi? Do we know a pitch? I think we practiced it a few times.
La.
La, great job. Here it goes. Sol, mi, fa, sol, mi. Okay, so we're going to go around the room. I'm going to take attendance, double check that you're here, and when it's your turn to sing, I will point to you and you'll sing, my name is James, my name is Hannah, my name is Landon.
So think about what that would be like in practice with a full class of, say 25 kids. You would say, and you'll sing your name where I sang Jessie before. It's good that you gave them the example, but you essentially just gave them the answer. So, say you would sing your name instead of Jessie. So sing James or Hannah or Barbara. You know what I mean?
All right, from the very start, are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready, go. Hickety pickety bumblebee, can you sing your name for me?
My name is James.
Good job, James. All right, we're going to do the whole thing again. Ready, go. Hickety pickety bumblebee, can you sing your name for me?
My name is Lantern.
Good job. Ready, go. Hickety pickety bumblebee, can you sing your name for me?
My name is Hannah.
Great job. And does anybody remember what that one pitch is that's above so and me? Not fa.
La.
La. Great job. Okay. We'll come back to that in a while.
I'm glad you circled it back and was like, hey, what was the name of that thing again? Great.
Now let's talk about bees. Does anybody know what important job bees have?
I don't like bees because one time it stung me while I was just standing by a bush and it hurt.
Okay, that is a very common experience. They can be a little scary, can't they?
Yes.
But they do something very important for trees and flowers, And then make sure that our trees still have seeds and fruit, which is very good. So we're going to sing another song called Wind Up the Apple Tree. And I want you to listen to me sing it once. Wind up the apple tree, hold on tight. Wind it all day and wind it all night. Do you see these pictures right here? Do they remind you of anything we've done before?
Apple rhythms.
Okay, rhythms, good. Hannah?
They look like apples, but they kind of look like the shapes of like what we used to do with hearts.
Yes, so maybe our heartbeats, right? Let me point to this and see if you can tell what the rhythm is with the pictures, right? Wind up the apple tree, hold on tight. Wind it all day and wind it all night. Does that look like it matches?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's sing it one time all the way through together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, sing. Wind up the apple tree, wind on tight. Wind it all day and wind it all night. Okay, let's go over the song one more time. I'll sing a line and I'll point to you when it's your turn.
It's
Okay?
totally normal for kids to do that.
Ready, go. Wind up the apple tree, hold on tight. Repeat after me. Wind up the apple tree, hold on tight. Wind it all day and wind it all night. Wind it all day and wind it all night. Okay? Are you ready to sing that all the way through? Do you think you could be really strong and sturdy like an apple tree?
Yeah.
Ooh, so the only thing that I would ask you to do that's a really good analogy is instead of asking them, just say, all right, guys, we're going to sing it this time. You guys are going to be strong. Like, you know what I mean? Just frame it slightly differently instead of asking them, because you might have that butthole kid that's just like not in the mood to do whatever you're doing today. They're having a bad day and they're going to make everybody else around them have a bad day too. So don't give that student, whoever they are, the opportunity to, you know, be negative in your space. Just, we're going to do it. All right, guys, here we go.
Yeah.
Do you think you could? Okay, let's try it all the way through. 1, 2, ready, sing. Wind up the apple tree, hold on tight. Wind it all day and wind it all night. Okay, great job. Now I'm going to play with you. I will cue you in, but I want you to be strong and steady and sing your part, okay? All right, I'm going to give you 4 beats. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me give you a starting pitch. My bad. Are you ready to sing on that pitch? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wind up the apple tree, hold on tight. Wind it all day and wind it all night. Now, did what I just played, did it sound different than what you were doing?
Yep.
Yes? What sounded different about it? James? The pitches, good.
Be prepared for some kids to say, you played it on the recorder and that's what was different.
Good, good. What about the rhythms? Were they alike or different? Yes, Miss Anna.
You didn't play the same things that we were singing, because like sometimes you would play at different times when we'd sing, and then you wouldn't play when we would sing.
Yes.
And sometimes it was like longer, I guess, and shorter.
write longer or shorter, the pitches were different. Some of them were higher and some of them were lower, right? Okay, let me give you a starting pitch one more time, and I want you to sing your part and stay steady. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wind up the apple tree, hold on tight. Wind it all day and wind it all night.
Good job. Do you feel a little bit more secure on it?
Yes.
Do you want to try one more?
Yes.
Okay, and I'll play different rhythms and pitches for you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wind up the apple tree, hold on tight. Wind it all day and wind it all night.
Great job. All right.
Did
That
y'all
is
just-
all today you learned about rhythmic ostinato.
Okay, so the thing that's interesting about the rhythmic ostinato that you did was that I don't know that it was an ostinato because it didn't repeat over and over again. Does that make sense? Ostinatos are repeated patterns. And so I don't know that you did an ostinato, but what you did was you prepared them for the idea that there can be more than one thing happening that is not the steady beat that happens at the same time as what they're doing. So I think that's the key understanding that you worked with them on. And I don't think it matters necessarily that it's a rhythmic ostinato. Plus, and one thing you probably wouldn't want to do there is say, guys, we did a rhythmic ostinato. You will, eventually do that in the present, but they are not quite ready for that yet. So, other than that, I think it worked out pretty well. The only other thing is that I'm not sure if it sounds like you just improvised the parts, which is fine. That's okay. But it sounds like you improvised them. So I might write them down so you know what they are beforehand, and then what is an ostinato. But for the most part, this was really well thought out. I really like the way that you have the apples. I think a way that you could add to that is to put the hearts underneath it so that they understand that, there's a quarter rest in some of those, you know what I mean? And not that like sound just isn't occurring there, so that, yeah, there's a blank space there. There's just nothing happening over that rest. So I think that's the only way you could really shore that little bit up. But otherwise, good modeling. You readdress the things that needed to be readdressed when it was like, oh, let's go over that line because, we didn't quite get it. Yeah, great. You presented directions pretty well and quickly and concisely for the most part. When you go through, think about whether you have, Goldilocks pacing. This is the first time that you guys are stringing together more than one activity. So it's probably not going to be like, oh my God, that was perfect. It was the best pacing that ever was. That's okay if it isn't. And that's not my expectation. But, look at how long you spend on each activity. And if there are places that you're like, oh, I could probably clean that up, and here's how I might be able to do that. But overall, this was really nice. And I think you have a good way of talking to students where it's not fake. You don't sound fake when you are talking to us, and that's awesome because kids see right through that. So very well thought out, good visuals, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you're going to do in choral methods next semester.